All right, it's time for our usual e-learning series. And by now, I'm sure we all know the importance of utilizing electronic technologies to access educational curriculum outside of a traditional classroom. Now, as usual, Mercy George Igbafe, a digital expert and strategist in Agile Scrum digital marketing, a woman who is passionate about supporting Nigerians and African leaders to leverage on digital technology, will be sharing with us how to optimize your LinkedIn account. This is like a continuation from last week. It's great to have you on the show, Mercy.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a blast. Thank you, TVC. Thank you to the team, Wake Up Nigeria. Thank you.
Fantastic. So, Mercy, we've been talking about optimizing your social media. And I remember last week we started this discussion on optimizing your LinkedIn account, especially using it to leverage on job opportunities, business opportunities, and more. So let's take it up from where we stopped last week. Could you tell us more on how
Perfect.
to make the most of this?
Yes, I'm actually going to walk you through what it means to have an all-star LinkedIn profile. So
Fantastic.
as usual, I'll just share my screen.
Okay.
Just give me one sec. Let me make sure that is actually up. So I'll just share my screen just to show you what it means to have an all-star LinkedIn profile. This is very critical because in 2020 that we are, everybody is online. We are all digitally connected, but what
True.
are we doing online is a big question. So I'll take it from this quote. It said, active participation is the best way to stay look at me without saying look at me. And that's by Bobby Darnell. So I showed you the slide yesterday that only 4 million Nigerians are on LinkedIn. And overall, from the 706 million members from 200 countries, only 3 million people are actually active on that platform. And it's the best platform to generate leads and help people from the UK to secure high paying jobs. I'm talking about white collar jobs. So, what you need to do? Content is critical. Context is King Kong. And this is by an article I read yesterday. And consistency is the mother of content. So, let me just go straight to my LinkedIn and show you what it means to have an all-star LinkedIn, all the steps you have to make sure that your page is looking what is looking swag that would endear people to you. So I'll use the annotation to be able to depict what I'm pointing out. So number one, you must make sure as a matter of principle that your profile, this is already sorted. That's number one. Number two, you must make sure you leverage on this Canva place so that at least it talks about what needs to be done, who you are when they look at your page in one overview. LinkedIn just launched this tool that I just saw the other day, just 2 weeks ago. And this one is something that we need to pay attention to. You
Okay.
can go and play mine and learn from what I have done there. So another thing that is key, which a lot of people miss, LinkedIn is not a place you come and dump your CV. It's important that we take note of that. It is very important. So you must make sure you leverage your feature, your profile. This your bio is your number one that says the things that matters, and this is where I've helped CEOs, senior exec to be able to optimize using keywords. This is very critical for your LinkedIn. I know that with limited time, there's really not much I can cover how to use SEO, but I've created a training that I'm going to be talking about how to do this. And I will implore people to just check that out on my social channel. So these are one of the things that you need to do to have an all-star, your awards, your reference, what you need to do step by step. And this is an audio feature that LinkedIn just launched just literally 2 weeks ago, which is quite fascinating. You can have, I did initially a voice, but when I checked on someone's profile, Jeff, the other day, I noticed that I can do a recording for like 10 seconds. So that's the power of LinkedIn, and it's important that people leverage on this platform. Do you want to grow your business? Do you want to increase your revenue, connect with the right people that can actually change the story of your business? Do you want to make money? Do you want to have clients without breaking your bank? LinkedIn is an open canvas. Decision makers sit on LinkedIn. When I'm connected to world's billionaire that probably would never connect with me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, but they are on LinkedIn. It's just an email right to their box. They can take notes. There is no breach between you and their PR. Like I said, there's a training that I'm going to be launching as well to show you what you need to do, how you need to do step-by-step walkthrough. You need to be able to generate leads. I've made so much money on LinkedIn. I'm very heavy on Instagram. I'm very heavy on Facebook. I'm very heavy on Twitter. But LinkedIn is your lead generation funnel. But you need to know how to leverage this. Content is key. Context of what you do on LinkedIn is most powerful. Then consistency. It's critical for you to win on LinkedIn. So these are the things that you must do. Have an all-star LinkedIn. Key of what you must do to be able to generate that kind of revenue that can actually change the trajectory of whatever you do. It's very critical. I can't say enough about the power of LinkedIn. That's one platform that is highly underestimated, and that's where decision makers sit.
Okay.
Not because they're not on Twitter. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so if I want to connect, for example, with someone I feel might be the stepping stone to the next level, how do you recommend I go about it on LinkedIn? Since, as you said, most of the top executives become more accessible via LinkedIn. So how do I go about it? What's the right way to go, the channel?
Let me just walk you through.
Okay.
You see, with LinkedIn, you see top exec, okay, on LinkedIn. So who do you want to connect with? I beg your pardon. Type their name on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Remember what I said, context is key. If you're just a charlatan, I have people that are connected with me that I probably would not accept their connect because I don't see what they're doing. What are you about? LinkedIn is a place that you cannot hide. You can hide on Twitter, you can hide on Insta and project a false narrative, but LinkedIn will expose that. So you have to position yourself like, okay, what am I about? Who, like I told you here, what am I doing online? Who am I? So why would I want to connect with you? Are we doing the same thing? Do we connect to the same thing? Do we have the same value? Are you going to add value to me? And that's where context is key. And that's a step-by-step I'm going to be walking everyone through to how to leverage this platform. And it's an incredible platform that you need to have. Like now, I use keywords. I'm a digital strategist, an agile and data enthusiast in digital. So by the time you connect with me, and with LinkedIn, you can see who is going to your profile immediately. It's an instant. So like I told you, you can't hide. Like you can go and troll. There are trolls on LinkedIn. It's not as if they are not there, but you have your name at stake because you could lose your job because it's just one click away for me to report you to an employer. Does that make sense?
Yes,
but
it
this
does.
is a professional platform that you can generate such astronomical revenue. I know I've killed it on LinkedIn. I'm killing it on LinkedIn. I know how powerful the platform is. I'm on all social platforms, including of TikTok. But the one that generates the most revenue for me is LinkedIn. So you look for the person that you want to look for. For instance, you give me a name now, I can search. I remember somebody so influential in Nigeria that I sent a connect to. And immediately it connected and sent me a message. I'm like, whoa, mercy. That is it. That is the power of LinkedIn. And it's such an underestimated platform. Like I said, I can't cover everything here, but I'll walk you through step by step of what you need to do when the training is launched.
Okay, so Mercy, I really must thank you for all you've shared today. I'm really particular about the about. I like the way you really broke it down, the essence of what should be in it. And I must thank you so much for all you've shared today. I hope you have a great week. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. And from there, we'll take a break. And of course, there's much more on Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us.